Okay, hello everybody. Okay, so I've been asked to do an updated read on Marc Cobb. I believe I did do a read on him a while back, and I've been asked by several people to do an updated read. He was 25 when he went missing from Fulton, Mississippi. And he did not show up. Basically, the only thing that's known is the last place he was seen was where he lived at America's Inn. And it was on January 14th, 2020. So over a year ago, guys. And he worked nearby, I'm told. And that he didn't pick up his last paycheck for work. The last time he was seen was on January 14th. So that's all we know. I don't remember exactly what did come out in the last read, but we are going to do an updated read and see what we can get now that more time has passed. I think it was back last year I did this read. But I have gotten a lot of emails lately asking for an updated read that his mother, Margie Anderson, is desperate to find him and find out what happened. So we are going to do that. So I'm going to ask, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you're made aware when I do updated reads like this, and when I upload new content, and when I go live. Also, if you like this video, please hit the like button. I'm going to ask you to please share this out on your social media where you can to help get this back. Apparently, it's been out of the public eye, I guess, for a while, and people are kind of forgetting about this case, and his mom is desperate to find him. So please share this out where you can. Okay, so let's get into this. So we are going to ask about the days and weeks leading up to Marc Cobb's disappearance. We're going to ask Marc to please connect with my ancestors and his guardian angels and his spirit guides to help us find out what happened to him. And if he can give us any information as to how they can find him, where he can find him. Anything that he would wish for us to know. Okay, so for the days and weeks leading up to his disappearance, we got the Swan. Talks about some kind of transformation happening and some kind of trust. So this is, we're going to go in for a lot of cards on these, you guys, so we can get more information. But it talks about some kind of transformation happening and something about trust. Okay, so for the day of him disappearing, I've got letting go. I've got a lot of rock, I got water, and I got a lot of forest area of the day he went missing. Okay, and things that he would like to share with us, things that he thinks is important, what he wants his loved ones to know is going to be here. Okay, so I get the King. It talks about a man. Talks about a lot of male energy. Okay. Also talks about pertaining to justice and authority. So something about a man wanting some justice and authority. Let me get some clarification on these cards. Okay, so the days leading up to, days and weeks leading up to Marc going missing. What was going on? We've got some transformation. What's going on? Can you let us know why the Swan is there? that was actually in reverse. Okay, so the day of Marc going disappearing, it's also in reverse. Okay, so the things that he wants us to know, things that are important, what he wants his loved ones. That's too many. One or two, please. Why is the king there? As to what he thinks is important, what he wants his family to know. Maybe in helping find. Whoa. We've got a lot of cards. Okay. So, with the days and weeks leading up to Marc going missing, something about transformation and trust. And we have the dog in reverse. So the dog upright talks about loyalty, being sincere, and unconditional love. This is in the reverse. So somebody broke the loyalty. Somebody wasn't being sincere with him. Somebody was being disloyal to him. Okay, and there was some kind of emotion involved there that wasn't good. Okay, so the day of him disappearing, I get the letting go. I get a lot of, I believe he was, he left the physical world on this day. Letting go. I see water. I see a lot of like maybe rocks and stuff, and I see a forest area. Okay, I got love in reverse. Okay, so again, loyalty, sincerity, love, unconditional love. This is all in reverse. So somebody had some ill will towards him for some reason. This could have been somebody who he had a connection with at one time, or this could be a new connection that maybe he had with somebody. But the love and the old dog is like man's best friend, right? It's all in reverse. Okay, so things that are important that he wants us to know about what happened, about where he could be. I've got this king. This is a lot of male energy, so I believe that there is a male involved. It's also talking about some kind of sexual energy that this man came for justice about. Almost yet like he used his authority. There's a male involved, and it has some things involved with this as to why this male is involved. And you see the male here with the sword. There's another one here with a sword. It's almost like one came for the other for some reason. Okay. I've also got the burden in reverse. See, again, I'm getting a forested area. I believe that this man took him to a forested area. I believe that this man felt like Marc was a burden. A burden for something. Something to do with love. Unconditional love, some kind of betrayal that this guy thought Marc did. So, I'm going to get some more clarification cards on this, but I'm starting to see a pattern here. So for the days and weeks leading up to it, why is the dog here? What are they talking about? Why is the dog here? Because of the ego. So the ego talks about some kind of connection, integrity, and spirit. And this is where I was going with this. I feel this man felt Marc interrupted a love connection that he had. Because these are the days and weeks leading up to. Okay, and it has to do with this male. It's important. Okay, unconditional love in the reverse. Sincerity and betrayal. Okay, there was a transformation. So I believe that this was maybe a female that had came into Marc's life or became an interest, maybe relationship-wise, but I feel this female was already in a relationship when she met Marc. That's what I'm getting from this, because this male is becoming more dominant, coming into the picture. It's almost like the eagle, you know, like they say, the eagle's eye. I think this male was involved with this female, because the unconditional love and love is in reverse. He's blaming Marc for that. Sees the big picture. So this was going on days and weeks leading up to. So the day of, I got the letting go and the love in reverse. I feel like this male person here that is in the importance part is blaming Marc for maybe a breakup of his relationship, something to do with his relationship. The day of. So what happened the day of? Okay, see? So the day of, we've got letting go, and we've got this forested area with the rock, with water. So rock and water could be nearby, but I believe he's in some kind of forest area. Something about love in reverse. This was all about love. Okay, so because there was a dominant male here, and the unconditional love in reverse over here, and the betrayal, I believe that his girlfriend, wife, whatever this interest was that he had with this female, I feel that there was some kind of betrayal with that with Marc. See the disruption? Disrupted his... This was over a disruption in love. So I believe he's blaming Marc for this breakup, or something to do with this female. This is over a female, you guys. Okay, so why is the burden there in reverse regarding important things Marc wants us to know? Okay, so I got the novice. See, the novice talks about unstable, ignorance, and innocence. So I believe that he confronted Marc about it, and Marc claimed, look at, you know, maybe we're just friends, I haven't done anything, whatever, and he didn't believe him. Okay, so the days and weeks leading up, why is the eagle there? The water fairy, see this? Feelings and emotions, that's exactly what this is over. This is over a female, you guys. This talks about the feelings and emotions. This guy watching over, losing this female, blaming Marc. And his emotions and everything got the better of him. I think he confronted Marc, and Marc denied it. But I believe that this is over. This male did this over a broken up relationship, and he was blaming Marc. So this female would have been somebody new that came in the days and weeks leading up to. Okay, see, communication. This is the day of. So I believe this is all over love. Love is in reverse. We got letting go. I got the forested area near rocks and water. So there's rock and water nearby, or cement, a lot of cement, but he's in the forest somewhere. That's where he's been discarded. This was over love. Okay? He felt like Marc disrupted his relationship. And he went to confront him about it. Communication. Went to confront him. And again, I get the forest. I get rock. So this is what I believe it's over, you guys. He went to confront Marc about it. Okay, so why is the novice here? For the things that are important that we need to know, that can maybe help find. That Marc thinks is important for us to know. See, the High Priestess. Discernment. So, and you see, this is over a female. You got the crow. The crow always means bad intentions. The crow also can signify death. This is over a female. Okay? So I believe he went to confront Marc about this, and Marc denied it. And it's over this female. Okay, so for the days and weeks leading up, why is the water fairy there? And the water fairy talks about feelings and emotions. So yeah. So there was some kind of maybe connection starting to happen between this female and Marc in the days and weeks leading up to his disappearance. And this guy found out about it. So I think that there could have been a breakup between this guy and this woman, and he's blaming Marc. So for the days and weeks, what else can you tell us about the days and weeks? Why is the water? Whoops, whoa. Okay, so these are the first two that came out. See the partnership in reverse? This is over a breakup. We also got the Bard, okay? And the Bard is also in reverse. So you see the Bard here, it talks about music and myth and history and whatever. It's also in reverse. So the partnership has now ended. So this is over this woman, you guys. And what's this one? The dragon. See, power and strength. So I'm getting that this guy found out about this and he was blaming Marc, and he came in like a dragon. The communication, the disruption. So I do believe that this female also knows what happened with Marc, but I feel he's in a wooded area near water and rock. I don't think he is in the water because I'm not being shown that. He's in a wooded area. And this is the day of. Why is the disruption in communication? See? Pride. Yeah. Marc, this was over a lost love. This was over a disruption in that love. Okay? There was a form of communication, and I believe it's this male, this dominant male. And he was coming to confront Marc about it. And the stag talks about pride. So it's like his pride was hurt, and he was having nothing about what Marc was telling him. He blamed Marc for everything. Okay, so why is the High Priestess? What more can you tell us? There's a card here that flipped. Where is it? Let me just find it. There's a card that flipped, you guys. There it is right there. See? The Queen. The Queen. So this talks about the Queen. Stands for sexuality, fertility. So I believe she could have been pregnant. This is this female, you guys. Look at the hair and everything. This is this female. She felt like she was going to have a better life financially with Marc. And in the upright, you can see that, you know, she's sitting there proud and whatnot, and there's music playing, and the people, you know, but it's in the reverse, okay, with this High Priestess and this King, okay. I believe she could have been also pregnant because the Queen talks about fertility, and I don't think he was happy about it. That's why it's in the reverse. I think he was blaming Marc. And it's talking about this woman. And she had some kind of power over Marc. Like, she really wowed him. But this guy was blaming Marc. And like I said, the Queen talks about, okay, the fertility, feminine power and sexuality, friendships. I think she could have been pregnant, and I think she could have told, I don't know if it's true or not, but I think she could have told this guy that it was Marc's baby. Okay? So the days and weeks leading up, the deer. Okay? Diplomacy. Almost like, do you really think that I'm going to believe anything you're saying? She's told me. That's what I'm getting. You broke up my relationship. The day of. Okay, the day of. See? Perception. And I've got the forest again. He is in a forested area. The day of Marc going missing. It's like, you're trying to fool me. I see exactly what's happened. I've been told what happened. There's communication. There's disruption. There's love upside down. He's blaming. He didn't blame her. He blamed Marc for taking her away from him almost. But I don't think her and Marc were in that type of relationship. I think they could have been just in the flirty stages type thing. But he appeared. From what I'm getting here, she was pregnant and he was none too happy. And she said it wasn't his. She wanted away from this guy. And she said it wasn't even his. It was her new guy's. But I don't think her and Marc were in a relationship as per se. I think it was just like they had just met recently, maybe a couple months. And they were just in a flirty type of... But I don't think she wanted to be near this guy. See, death. It caused Marc's death. So everything that has come out in this is what it's told me about what this is about. This is over this woman. Okay? And I end with death. It's over this woman. My candle went out. I'm going to, because I want to... That's bad. This is over a woman, guys. And this guy that's in the head here, these are the things that Marc says are important for us to know. And this guy took it into his own hands. Like he blamed Marc. He didn't blame her. He blamed Marc. Okay, so we're going to get rid of these. And we're going to, whoops, we're going to use a different deck. And I'm going to try and see. I'm being drawn almost to the LQ. And the dark mirror. I'm going to go to the dark mirror. Because I want to know about this woman. Okay, Marc, can you tell us about this woman? What was she about? And why? What was she about, this woman? Okay, so peaceful among thorns. This just validates for me, you guys, that she wanted something different. That I don't think the relationship that she had with the guy that she had been with, who was at the head of all this, that took the revenge on Marc and murdered him. She wanted something different. She wanted something peaceful. I think that their relationship, her and this boyfriend or husband or whatever it was with this guy, I think there was a lot of domestic stuff going on, and she wanted out of that. Okay, colorless angel. It's almost like she didn't really care how it affected anybody else. And what the words that she said, how that was going to affect others and make others angry. Okay. Artificial heart. See, she wasn't in it for the right reasons. She was, I think she might have been trying to make this guy jealous. whoever this guy is that she was with. What was her intentions with Marc? Let's see what her intentions were with Marc. Like, she's not a good person. She's conniving. Okay, so her intentions with Marc. See? Fated to suffer and masquerade. This was just all an act. And I feel like she wanted to punish the guy that she had been with. Try to maybe make him jealous. See this with the apple? Being held the apple. We all know what happened when the apple was bitten. And this is more or less like Marc was falling for her charm. Okay? But it was all an act. She was doing this to get even with her ex. Okay, so what happened between this woman and man when this man found out about her and Marc, the friendship there? Because I really don't think that Marc was involved with her that way. I could be wrong, but I'm not seeing it. I feel like it was all, like she was coming at Marc, like sexually too. But it was all a game. She was using him. See, black flower. He lost his mind. The black flowers mean death. So when he found out about that, it sent him into a rage. So what did she do when she seen how angry her boyfriend become over this? Addicted to pain. It's like she didn't care. This was what she wanted, and it worked. She started getting the recognition that she was looking for from this guy. I'm going to see, because that's what I'm getting. Why did she do this? Why? What was her intentions behind trying to get with Marc, trying to start her? See? Hiding your true self. She was playing a game. She was playing this masquerade game with Marc, okay? I think she used her sexuality to try and lure him in, but it was all a game for her. She was hiding her true self. She was hiding her true self, and why was she hiding her true self, and why was this a masquerade? Why? What were her intentions? What did she want to happen out of this? It's almost like she wanted to punish this guy and make him jealous. Well, it worked. See? Envious gluttony. She was trying to make him jealous and used Marc in the process, but it ended up in Marc being murdered over this. This guy went into a rage. This is death. Okay? This is her pretending to maybe want a relationship with Marc, like interested in him, you know, tempting him sexually. But it was all a game to her. She wanted to make this guy jealous. And it happened. So I believe that I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Starseed to see what I get here, to see for a location of where he can be. But I've already gotten a wooded area, and there's water nearby with rock. I may go to maps or do an updated read to see if I can't get a location. But I'm going to pull just a couple just to see for now if I can get a location. And play 2 or 3 cards. But I would have to do a full train read to get a more direct. But I just want to see if we get the forest and the water here again, because that's where I'm being drawn to. It's a wooded area that he was disposed in. I do not believe he is in water, but he is near it. Yeah, see? Here's the rock, here's the water with the rock, and surrounded by trees. And again, okay, I get the water, the trees, and it talks about water. Let's see one more. So he's in a wooded area, you guys. It's near water, and there could be rock or a lot of cement around the area. So it could be an industrial area. See, again, I'm getting water, 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 rock. So yes, this just validates for me that he is in a wooded area. There is water close by, and there'll be rocks or chunks of cement or something also nearby the area. But there's some kind of water with forests around it. I do not believe he's in the water, but he's near there. So if there's any wooded areas with water in there, or wooded areas along water, and this isn't just like a couple trees here and there. This is a wooded area that's either along water that has a rocky bank or cement. So it could be under a bridge, near a bridge with trees lining this water. And it would be on each side because I see the trees around the water. So there'd be on both sides. So almost like a bridge going over water somewhere. Or it's in an area with, like I said, I'd have to do a full train read to get a more precise location. Or it's a body of water, and it doesn't have to be big. It can be like almost like swampy with all trees around it. That's where he is. He's in a wooded area. Okay? So that's my read, you guys. I hope that this brings out some more information. There is a male involved. I'm not so sure he knows this male. This female is somebody he would have met recently, like before the weeks, maybe a couple months leading up to his death. So you got to speak to people who he talked to that might have mentioned this woman. It's her significant other or ex-significant other that did this. And it was out of anger, rage, betrayal. He felt that Marc took her away from him or was the cause of their breakup. And I also got there was some kind of pregnancy or something there. And I think she told this significant other, whether they were still together or an ex, I'm not exactly sure. But I see him blaming Marc for their breakup. And I believe she told this guy that Marc was the father. And he went into a rage. And he went to confront Marc. On this day, he went to confront Marc because the communication disruption was there with the love upside down. So he's blaming Marc. And that conversation turned bad, and I believe he ended up killing Marc. Okay, so that's my read, you guys. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Please give this a like if you do like this read. And I may be doing an updated train read on this in the very near future. So make sure that you're subscribed and that notification bell is hit so you're made aware of when I do that. Okay? So that's the end of my read. Until next time, please stay safe and please take care of each other. Bye-bye.